Apparently, Andrew hung up on me. Are you there? Are you there? Or did you hang up on me? Uh, okay. All right. Welcome to the first show of 2022, everybody. It's the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan, brought to you in part by our friends at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage down there in beautiful Carlisle, Iowa. Hey, I'm broadcasting live at Triple H Outfitters this morning in Lincoln, Kansas. I've been down here for the whole week, and we got a blizzard going on. So I got done hunting last night. Morning, Richard. Morning, Brant. And I just, I can't leave. I got to stay here. So my wife is really happy right now. So there you go. Another couple days without the dancer. Hey, the show is brought to you in part by our good friends out at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage in Carlisle. They are a great place to go store your toys. It's only $60 a month, 1 month free when you pay for a free year. It's 12 by 50. It's not no little dinky storage slot. It's 12 foot by 50 feet, so you can put all your stuff in there with plenty of room. Secure gates 24/7, security cameras, discounts for multiple spots. If you would like to fill out an application and pick your spot, why don't you give Tracy, Dick, or Danielle a call at 515-822-1362. That's 515-822-1362, and they will take great care of you. Andrew is at the station manning the phones. Andrew, Happy New Year, my little buddy. How's everything back home? Yeah, it's miserable here. I tell you what, it just is. Yeah, Richard says he came home early so he wouldn't be stuck. There's a lot of folks. I mean, we had folks here at Triple H last night from Florida, from New York. I'm trying to think where else people were from, but they left early because, well, especially the guys from Florida, they left last night because they have no experience at all, driving through snow. So I felt kind of bad for them. They had to get out of here a little bit early, but yeah, it's just crazy, buddy. I'm telling you. So, hey, brand new year. Andrew, I don't know how you feel, but I'm actually glad that stinking 2021 is over with, man. Just get the heck out of Dodge, man. Goodbye. I'm telling you, what a cruddy year, man. I'm telling you, it's just worst hunting season I ever had. It's just been crazy. Good morning, Jay Iverson. Happy New Year, pal. Happy New Year. So it's a brand new year. The monkey is off our backs. Our fishing and hunting, camping trips are going to be way more better in 2022. I tell you, it's just going to happen. So, hey, we were supposed to have a special guest on this morning, and is he? Were you able to locate him? Yeah, is he on? Did you get him? Larry McCoy, are you there? Well, good morning, big buddy. Happy New Year. Good morning. Yeah. 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 Okay. I wasn't going to bring it up, but since you started it already, I mean, you're not even on 30 seconds. So my buddy gets out there, and I mean, my buddy Larry McCoy had a really good year. When you watch Respect the Game TV on the Sportsman's Channel, on what days, Larry? Tuesdays and what days? So Tuesdays and Fridays on the Sportsman's Channel, you can watch my buddy smoke like 8 or 9 different animals. I mean, he had just a tremendous year. Good morning, Dave McDowell. Good morning, Dave. Happy New Year, buddy. I appreciate that. Are we supposed to be hearing only you? Can't hear anyone else. Yeah, Richard, you're not going to be able to hear him on the Facebook Live. I'm sorry. I don't have a way for you to hear the. So you're going to have to listen to the radio because I'm in Kansas. I can't. I don't have a headphone jack to. Sorry about that, but guys, yeah, apologize. So anyway, Larry McCoy, Larry shot a really nice buck on the first set. Was it first set? I think it was first set. Second set. Thank you, Larry. Second set in Kansas. So I said, hey, you know what? I'm not going to hunt in the morning. I'm gonna Can I go out and film for you? And he goes, yeah, come on. So we're sitting there. We're not even in the blind. I'd say an hour. I don't even think we were in the blind an hour. And we got deer just piling into that backwoods attraction. And good morning, Corey Weaver. Happy New Year. Good morning, Roger. Morning, Richard. It's just amazing. I mean, and then all of a sudden, Larry, he taps me on the knee and he points over and he goes, buck. So I see Larry get all excited. And, here's the thing, folks. My eyes are not as good as they used to be. I mean, they're just not. And that's just being honest. So I'm focused on the camera. I'm not even looking. Larry's over there. He grabs his Envision. And then I see that buck come in the frame. And so I'm making sure that I got the focus right. And, just to make sure everything looked right. And Larry draws back and just puts the whack down on that big beast. And it was awesome. So Larry, we got done getting all that segment done and stuff, and Larry goes, well, I'll sit with you now. We'll get we'll get your deer. And Larry sat with me for a month, and we just never got it done. Yeah, I did not have any honey buns or donuts. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Connie. Good morning, Marcel. Good morning, Aaron. Happy New Year, everybody. No, it just we saw a lot of deer. And then my good buddy, my boss, because Larry's the boss of the show. Larry goes, yeah, you are. Yeah, no, you're the boss. So we're sitting there and a buck comes in, and I'm looking at him. I'm going, well, I got excited when he came through the weeds. It was really pretty, folks. He came through the weed line, and we had the sun starting to set in the background, and I mean, it was just a beautiful shot. And I'm going, hey, I tap Larry, and go, buck, buck, buck. And then, but when he came in, I just said, well, he's not a shooter. So my good buddy over there sitting there going, 142, and it's getting a little lighter, or a little darker. And I'm looking at that deer, and I'm going, that is not a shooter. He goes, do you got your binoculars? Well, I don't want to move because like 20 minutes before, I spooked all the does off the chum because I reached down to get my stocking cap, and my binoculars or my arrows fell, and it clunked on the blind, and the does took off, and Larry just shook his head. And then Larry, I go, I'm not moving. And Larry gets his optics out, and he's looking through there. He goes, he's got a kicker and a drop tine. And I'm sitting there looking at that deer. Good morning, kid. Good morning, Aaron. And I'm going, I can't see no drop tine or no kicker. And then I'm starting to second guess myself. And I'm going, that's a shooter? I go, that's not a shooter. Anyway, so he, all the way back to the truck, he goes, I can't believe you didn't shoot that deer. I'm just going to go back and play the footage and not say a word, let Donovan just have at you. And then I'm really second guessing what I was looking at, and it's like, I know that in my mind, I know that was not a shooter, but I go, Larry, next time we're hunting and you're filming and you think it's a shooter, just say, Dan, shoot, if you think I'm messing up. He goes, oh, I will, trust me. And then we get halfway to the lodge. He finally says, oh, that wasn't no shooter. I was just giving you, I could have killed him, folks. I'm telling you. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's hunting. I mean, it just is what it is. Hi, good morning, Ken. So Larry went home. I said, just go home, and you ain't been home in 2 months. You've been all over the place. So I sat out there last night, and I had over 25, 30 deer come in. From 3:30 on yesterday, I had deer all over me. but I had one little buck come back in, but that big 9 or that big 8 did not show up. It was just amazing. And then, hey, Larry, I didn't get a chance to tell you this last night, but I'm sitting there in the blind, and drop how the past where we had the backwoods attraction, you know how it drops off, and then you can see that big flat down there. I'm sitting there I'm looking down that flat where we saw those 3 does running across. I grabbed my binos real quick, and I looked down there. I saw something moving. I saw the biggest bobcat I've ever seen in my life walking through there, about 100 yards. And then what was really crazy, where you and Philip were down there on the on that natural ground blind that you guys made, right off that lip. I saw 15 does come screaming out of that ridge right after that bobcat walked by, and the wind was blowing their way. So I guess that wind took that bobcat scent right down to them, and they just exploded out of that lip down there. And then they went towards the road down there towards Hurricane Heinous. But I'd never seen that before, where a bobcat comes out like that and a deer just explode out. It was crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm telling you. So we just had a really good. Here's the thing, folks. Here's the thing. When you are at a hunting situation, and there was a lot of folks that struggled this year. I was one of them. There was a lot of us out there. The weather was just not compliant. It was so warm. I mean, Larry, even here, it was 60 degrees, 55, 58, 59, 60 degrees a couple days. The deer just weren't moving till dark. Right after the sunset, we'd be getting camera pictures of shooters on the backwoods attraction and stuff. And there's just nothing you can do about that. But absolutely. Oh, hey, Jose. Hola, amigo. How you doing? Hey, Grumpy. Ken Hauser says good morning, Larry. Happy New Year, Grumpy. Yeah. Kent's watching us on Facebook Live. Good morning, James. Good morning to you. Happy New Year. Yeah, it's just there was a lot of folks. The weather, it just wasn't cooperating, and there was plenty of deer around. A lot of them were just moving at night. So that's why I said goodbye, you old stinking 2021. 2022, it's going to be a brand new year. So just got to keep moving forward. Yeah, it's been crazy, that's for sure. Good morning, Pastor Graylis. Good to see you, buddy, out there in Indiana. Good to see you. Aaron, good morning. Go get him, buddy. I hope you get a nice one. That's crazy. So we got Larry McCoy on. Larry is, with Respect to Game TV, he's also the media director for the Outdoor Group, and we're talking a little outdoor hunting here for you. It's 7:15 and some change. Larry, hang on real quick. When we come back, I want to talk a little bit about the TV show and what folks can watch. We just had our first first show last week. So we're on week number 2 of the brand new season. So we'll pick that up when we come back right here on 1350 ESPN. Andrew hung up on me again. How about that? Yeah, I apologize, guys. I got my earbuds in because I don't have a way to put the headphones in so you can actually hear the who's on the phone. So I apologize about Andrew calling again. Yeah, Andrew, I don't know why that keeps hanging up. That's not me doing that, buddy. Yeah. Did Larry disconnect too? Yeah, there you go. Okay, well, that's all right. All right, thanks, pal. What a morning. Hope everyone's staying safe out there. It's snowing pretty good here. I think we're supposed to get 7 and 8 inches right here in Kansas, and I think 9 inches back in Des Moines, if I'm hearing right. So, as cold as it is, though, it's probably going to be that powdery snow. What's everybody doing today? You guys going hunting or taking it easy? We should start getting some ice now, huh? Good morning, Mountain Man. Good to see you. Good morning, Ed. Happy New Year. There you go, Lisa. That sounds like fun. Lisa's taking all her Christmas stuff down today. Slow, Rob, slow. All right, good morning. Back on the Outdoor Call Radio, first show of 2022. I'm actually live down in Lincoln, Kansas at Triple H Outfitters, stuck in the blizzard. So we got Larry McCoy on the line, and we're going to talk a little Respect the Game TV this morning with Larry. So Larry, last week was the first episode. Good morning, Kenny Cole. Happy New Year, buddy. Last week was the first episode, and I guess, was that you out in Nebraska and Montana? Well, there you go. Yeah, it looks like I'm only going to be on once this year, folks, because you know what my Indian name would be this year? Poor Hunter. Or Hungry Teepee. Hungry Teepee would be my Indian name right now. Yep. Great goatee. Yeah, there we go. Great goatee. That's fine. I can handle it. Yeah, hungry teepee. I think that's what I called Matt Pitzer last year because Matt was having a bad year. I said, "All right, it'll get better, hungry teepee." Now that's what I get. That's what I get for teasing him. I got to tell you, I get a lot of. I got a lot of. Thanks, Andrew. I get a lot of. Yeah, what's Larry McCoy's Indian name? White cheeks. Yeah, that's not a lot of fun when you're. Yeah, yeah, that's not a lot of fun when nature calls and you're out on a hunting trip. Sometimes that can be in a peculiar situation. That's why. Excuse me for the commercial here, folks, but that's why I never go anywhere without my lethal field and body wipes. Yeah, yeah, I did. Yep. I always make sure I have, when nature calls, I have my lethal field wipes with me because I always want to stay fresh in the field. Yeah, yeah. Hey, you think that's, yeah, for everybody watching us on Facebook Live right now that can't hear, where Larry said that his Indian name, he nature called and he was on an Indian reservation. He had something that tore him up for dinner, and he had to go. And when he got back into the truck, his guide said, "Larry Mack, your Indian name would be White Cheeks." So that's for everybody on Facebook Live that can't hear Larry right now. So see, normally they can hear you, Larry, because I've got a headphone jack in the mixer, and I just hang my headphones over my laptop. But I'm at Donovan's, and I have no way to do that. So yeah, they can't hear you this morning. I feel bad for you. They hear you on the regular radio, but they don't hear you on Facebook. That's all right. So if you say something derogatory, at least the people on Facebook, I can save myself. Yeah. Well, I was hoping to be home. I was hoping to be home. So hey, tell everybody about the show and the times. This is our. I want to say our because I'm a very small part of the show. I'm the charity case of the show. But what is it? Do what? Yeah. Okay. There you go. So is our 12th season? 12, 12 seasons. Yeah. So that's all right. So well, I mean, so what's showing now is the 11th season. Okay, I got you. So we're going to be filming moving forward for season 12. Okay, I got you. That's a major accomplishment. Not too many TV shows make it to 11 or 12 seasons. Yep. Well, I don't know too many people that hit millions and millions of viewers like you guys, like you. I'm gonna brag on Larry for a minute here, folks, because I'm gonna tell you something. When I retired Outdoors Traditions TV, I mean we were on. I think we made it 20 years, and Jeff and I, and it was a struggle because there was a lot of times Jeff and I had some bad years. I mean, and you got to film 26 hunts, and it's a struggle. I mean, it's a lot of pressure. But I'm going to tell you something. Of all this, I've been in the business for 25 years, and I've seen a lot of personalities come and go. But Larry McCoy and everybody on the show is a good person. Paul Biggs, Ryan Huser, Ken Huser, Josh Huser, Ty Biggs, Kent, Larry McCoy. Just everybody on that show is generally a good person, and there's no egos involved. And I'm just gonna tell you, I don't know too many people that hit the reach that Respect the Game does. Larry, I don't know how many times during the year I'll call Larry and say, "Hey, what are you doing?" He goes, "Well, I'm setting up a bow for somebody. Somebody was having some trouble, and I'm at this shop, and I'm setting their bow up for them, trying to help them." I don't know anybody, to be honest with you, Larry Mack, that has done that. And that's one of the things that impressed me the most about you was not only that you got white cheeks, but that you actually care enough and are considerate enough to go and help somebody if they're struggling. And not being on TV or being in outdoor communications has not changed you at all. I mean, you're generally still a good person. And 95% of the people in the industry, folks, are really nice people. They really are. They don't have a lot of ego. But I think one of the things that I love being with Respect the Game TV is that we all get along so well. We can all bust each other's chops, and we have fun. And I'll be honest with you that I haven't had as much fun doing a TV show in years as I have the last two. And Larry, from the bottom of my heart, I just really appreciate that. I mean that with all my heart. Yeah. No, you do a good job, Larry. You really do. Al just messaged me on Facebook Live and said, "Dan, since you're not hunting here in Iowa, there are deer all over. I can see them from my window." Thanks, Al. That makes me feel so much better, buddy. I appreciate that. Tell Barb I said Happy New Year. Hi, Tyler. Good morning. I am so ready for the Deer Classic, Tyler. And hey, good morning, Chuck. Good to see you, buddy. Happy New Year to you, too. So. No, Larry, I think you said it very well there, man. Very well. All right, listen, I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you hopping on here for half an hour and talking about the TV show. We've got some exciting stuff for you to watch this year. Please check it out. You can see Respect the Game TV on Facebook. And tell them about that real quick so they can hear you on the radio side, Larry. All right, Larry Mack. Tell Marcia and everybody Happy New Year for me, and we'll chat with you soon, buddy. You stay warm. I will, pal. Thank you for everything. There he goes, Larry McCoy, Larry Mack. Really, really good person. Good morning, Steve Hansen. Happy New Year. The Arkansas Avenger. Good morning, Anthony. Good to see you. Happy New Year, buddy. Happy New Year, Dennis. Good to see you on Facebook Live. So, all right, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I've got fishing reports to give you here. Sponsor of the week is Sportsman's Warehouse. I want to thank everybody. Hey, Mark Jenkins, Happy New Year to you too, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I've got a duck burger recipe to give you from Hank Shaw, and we got some information to tell you about the Outdoor Call Radio. That is going to start on Monday, and I appreciate everybody that's downloaded the apps already. You can find them on iTunes, on the App Store. You can find us on Google Play Store and on the Alexa Skill Store. We've got a sample playlist that's been running for about a month and a half, just so Andrew and I could tweak stuff as we go. But the real deal starts on Monday, and we're excited about that. So I'm going to take a real quick break, and then when we come back, I'll tell you a little bit about. I'll wait till the 8 o'clock hour to talk about the Outdoor Call Network. But I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna give you the fishing reports, and then we'll do that. We'll talk about duck burgers. I've got a What's Your Beef segment to read. The first What's Your Beef segment for 2022. 2022, isn't that crazy? I can't believe that's that. And we'll have some other fine fish to fry when we come back right here on 1350 ESPN. Happy New Year, Dave. Everybody having fun? Good morning, Donovan. Happy New Year. Donovan says for everybody that's on the other side of the wall, Happy New Year. How do you like the lodge? See the lockers? Everybody gets a locker when they come here. And there's that's where the skinning shack is on the other side over there. And then I'm actually at the boat. There's a bow shop. See the bow shop? Isn't that pretty cool? It's a nice lodge. Electric socks. Those things are awesome. I tell you, I don't like these earbuds in my ear. It's like, it's loud. Spurs Up calls. We're going to be giving away some Spurs Up calls this year. All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Andrew is in the station back in Des Moines. I am in Lincoln, Kansas at Triple H Outfitters, braving out, riding the storm out. So, yeah, fun times. All right, let's do the fishing report. Black Hawk Lake ice is up to 4 inches near the Ice House Point boat ramp. Anglers have just started getting out on the ice. Ice is variable, especially on the east, where some of the areas have recently froze over. Check ice thickness often. They are still having some open water fishing opportunities near the fish house in Town Bay. Storm Lake anglers have started going out on the ice in some areas using extreme caution and foot traffic only. Ice is variable. Some waterfowl holes are still open, and some have recently frozen over with thin ice, so be careful out there. Bluegill fair, perch are fair at Storm Lake. They say the ice is anywhere from 0 to 5 inches on some of the lakes, so you really got to be careful out there. Blue Pit Lake, the trout were stocked for the first week of November. You need a valid fishing license and pay the trout fee to fish or possess for trout. Daily tag limit is 5. Clear Lake ice thickness is 0 to 7 inches, Starting January 1st today, Clear Lake will have a protected slot on walleye. All walleye need to be between 17 and 22 inches. Must be immediately released unharmed. So anything between 17 and 22 inches must be immediately released unharmed. No more than one walleye longer than 22 inches may be taken per day. The 3 fish daily tag limit remains unchanged. That's on the walleye, okay? Bluegill bite is slow. Use a small jig tip with a waxy in open areas of vegetation and 2 to 3 feet of water. Walleye are slow. Yellow bass are slow. Lower Pine Lake is mostly ice covered. Unsafe ice conditions. Ice fishing is not recommended on Lower Pine. Rice Lake ice thickness is between 0 and 6 inches. Gills are slow. Walleye are slow. Perch are slow. Upper Pine Lake is mostly ice covered. They're reporting unsafe ice conditions as well. Spirit Lake is fully iced, but conditions can vary in areas. They have had open holes until recently. Ice thickness is 7 to 8 inches in most places. Black crappie bite is fair, mostly being caught along with perch. Use 2 jigs, wigglers or pikes. Bluegill fire and yellow perch are fair. West Okoboji is fully iced, but ice conditions can vary. Let's see. Starting on Okoboji, they're going to have the same. They're going to have a slot limit, protected walleye limit that will change to 19 to 25 inches at Big Spirit Lake, East-West Okoboji, Upper Gar Lake, Minawashita Lake, Lower Gar Lake, and Storm Lake. No more than one walleye longer than 25 inches can be taken per day. Rathbun, the current lake level is at 904. Lake Rathbun is open. Crappie bite is slow. The walleye bite is slow. Try jigging spoons over rock piles for walleye. Red Hawk Lake, the bluegill bite is slow there. Look for submerged structures that should hold fish. Use ice fishing lures over those structures. Bass are slow. Target areas around the submerged structure with slow presentations. Rubber worms or plastics are producing some fish. Big Creek, as of December 29th, Big Creek is mostly open water with thin ice forming on the upper end of the lake. As of December 30th, central ice ponds some have reported iced over, but ice conditions are ranging anywhere from open water to 3 inches thick. So just be careful when you're out there and just taking it easy. Andrew, have you been out on the ice? Did you check the ice? Just the ice that's been on the road. My little buddy, man. He didn't even go home with the kids and the wife last night. He stayed in Ankeny with your mom and dad, or was it with the in-laws? So Andrew got to sleep in his old room last night, play with all his old toys, just to make sure he made it into the station okay. So thanks, buddy. I appreciate you doing that. All right, so we told everybody a couple months ago, or a month ago, I don't remember how long. I've been in a deer blind or a tree stand so long, I honestly don't even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. So we told everybody that we were going to be pulling off of ESPN at the end of this month, the end of January. So Andrew and I kind of talked things over, and we want to see some stuff on the platform come through before we make that move, because we want everybody to have as much chance of making sure that they can still listen to us and participate in the show. So we're going to stay on ESPN at least until March, the end of March. If we have to, we'll stay longer just to make sure that the network and everything is up and running and everybody's good. Good morning, John, from Thunder at Daybreak, one of our new shows on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. John is with Spurs Up Calls. Happy New Year, buddy. Good to hear from you. Hey, John, you guys ask Ben and Chrissy for me if they can send those call packages for me, because I'd like to start giving some of those away at the end of the month, okay? Folks, you're going to go nuts over these turkey calls. They are some of the best crafted turkey calls, pot calls, friction calls, however you want to call them, and some of the sweetest sounding box calls you've ever heard in your life. John's is actually a champion turkey caller. He's with Spurs Up, and that Ben is something else. So I can't wait to show you and talk about that. And the turkey woods this spring is going to be on fire. I'm telling you, the design on these calls. Wait till I show you. And I believe Ben and John, everybody's going to be at the Iowa Deer Classic. So you'll get a chance to play with them and talk to Ben and John and Chrissy and everybody. They're super nice people, but they make some just awesome turkey calls. So I'm excited. I really am. So it's going to be good. So Andrew, so we're going to stay on at least for right now, at least till the end of March. That's our projected date. The 1st of April, we're gonna move the Saturday show over to the Outdoor Call Radio Network. So you will need the app on your iTunes, your iPad, on your iPhone, your iPad, on your Android devices, or your Alexa. You can go to the Alexa Skill Store on your phone, and just go to your Alexa app, and then look up under what is it, Andrew? It's under Music and Entertainment, isn't it? It's under that. Yeah, and then you put in the Outdoor Call Radio, and the app, the logo pops right up, and you just sit download, and then you'll be able to say, "Hey Alexa, play the Outdoor Call Radio," and boom, we'll be right there on your Alexa. So, but we're still going to be on ESPN. We had some folks said that they weren't up on the electronics, and I just didn't want to lose any listeners that weren't able to afford to buy a new device or a new phone or something like that until just to give them some extra time. But we've had several hundred people download the apps already, so I appreciate each and every one of you that have done that. And we're going to keep that growing. And Andrew and I are going to start a brand new show this coming Wednesday, It's going to be called the Wednesday Drive, brought to you in part by the Milo Locker, and it'll be from 5 and to 6 p.m. So we're going to have a Wednesday drive time show starting January 5th, this coming Wednesday, but it's only going to be available on the app. So if you want to take part, we're going to start a new contest. We're gonna have some exciting stuff to tell you, but you're only going to be able to know about that if you go and download that app and listen to us on Friday. So you'll be able to listen to the regular content, and then Andrew and I are going to pop in there right about a little bit before 5, and then we'll be live, and then after 6 o'clock it'll go right back to the regular content, which will be I think Philip and Steve Rocco are on there, the guys from Keystone's Experience, Mountain Man and Matt, and I think they're playing on Wednesdays. We got George Lynch for all my waterfowl buddies out there. George Lynch from Legendary Gear. George is doing a great job on his podcast, him and Diane. So you'll, and then Andrew, am I missing something? Is there another podcast on there on Wednesday? Is it Backwoods Life, or is that another day? Oh, I already said Keystone. I did. So every day is going to have 2 or 3 different shows, and then you'll hear the phrase that pays, right? So you'll be able to hear. We're going to have a winner every week, and then let's see. Hey, good morning, Steve. Happy New Year to you. And then we're going to have some exciting stuff. I will tell you this while we're on the radio. Larry McCoy is working on an Ohio bow hunt to give away. Someone's going to get to go hunt in Ohio with the Respect the Game TV. How's that for a big prize? Huh? That's pretty cool. In Ohio. I haven't even got to hunt Ohio yet. So that's going to be one of our big draws this year. So I'm excited. I think we got $15,000 worth of prizes to give away. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it's all free. Free. So, and don't forget, if you like to fish, Andrew, is it Tuesdays? Well, here, let me just... Hey, Andrew, you know what I had to do last night? I had to go redo the website. The website crashed. Oh, it was miserable, buddy. Tuesdays is fishing days. I know! I am so glad 2021 is gone. Goodbye. I hate you. Goodbye. Did not like you at all. Mondays is hunting. I'll give you the lowdown real quick. Mondays is Hunting for X's with Darren Christianberry and Nathan Brooks. Those guys are 2 of the best target archers in the country. Everybody loves Darren and Nathan. They're just super nice guys, and I'm actually hosting the podcast with them, and I learn stuff every time we record. Thunder at Daybreak with John and Ben. That is going to be on Mondays. With the gang, and then we got Trev and the gang from the Outdoor Drive podcast, East Coast Trev. So if you want to learn about, this is the nice thing. You're actually going to be able to hear from hunters from different parts of the country. So if you've never hunted out on the East Coast, you're going to hear about some of the struggles and things that they got to put up with that maybe we don't have to do in the Midwest here. Tuesdays is fishing days. It's Tightline Tuesdays. We'll have Aaron Martin. Aaron's going to be on the radio next week with us. Aaron is the host of Bass Edge TV. He's I believe an FLW or BASS pro fisherman. And then we got Jason Mitchell Outdoors. Jason and the guys do a great show. Really good walleye guy. If you love walleyes as much as I do, you're going to love listening to those podcasts. Wednesdays is Waterfowl and Whitetail Wednesday. Legendary Gear, George Lynch. The Keystone Experience. The Backwoods Life with Michael Lee. And then we'll have the Wednesday Drive with Andrew and I, 5 to 6. Thursdays is Tasty Fridays, or Thursdays. So if you love to cook and eat, you're going to get really good outdoor recipes with Scotty Lasif from The Sporting Chef and Dead Meat. And then Hank Shaw from Hunter, Angler, Gardener, Cook. Hank is a great outdoor chef. That's who's. I'm going to give you the duck burger recipe here in a minute. And then Fridays is Food Plot Fridays with Logan Hanks. With Talk Dirt to Me, and then the Healthy Herd with Ben Dunnigan and I from Backwoods Attraction. Saturdays will be a replay of our shows that we're doing right now, and then eventually that'll be the home of the live show at the end of March. And then Sunday is going to be a recap of some shows. So it's a one-stop shop for outdoor content that you can listen to whenever you get time to check in and interact with. And yes, you will be able to call in. We're going to have live call-ins when we go live on the platform. So we'll give you a phone number, and you can call in and be on the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Happy New Year, Jeff. Thank you, buddy. Hey, Larry, Happy New Year, and congrats on the wedding. Congratulations to you and your bride. Stephen, good morning. Happy New Year. All right, I better take a break. We'll be right back on the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 ESPN. Yeah, I got you, pal. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. It's just us. It's just us. It's New Year's Day, man. No, everybody's hungover. Yeah. Hey, are you working? Are you working Monday? When do you start working again? Do you want to stop by the house Monday? Okay, or why don't we? Can you call me tomorrow and just have? I just want you to look over everything that we got before we launch on Monday, and then when I get home, I'll try to do the same. But I want to make sure and then Monday we need to kind of make sure we got everything ready to go for Wednesday for the new show. Okay. Okay, and then I need to get you paid too. All right, buddy. Thank you. There you go. You betcha. Well, good, Brent. I'm glad you're not hungover. I'm not either. I went to bed at 9:30 last night. Some of the people that I would call to be a guest, though, I know they were out having some spirits, though. They were tipping the glass. Ugh. I should start having Iowa Deer Classic tickets here about the next couple weeks to start giving out. Morning, David. How are you, buddy? And then we got some fishing stuff to give away. Pure crappie. We're going to be getting some rods and reels and some baits. That's going to be awesome. Well, I can't wait for fishing season. Rip some lips. It's been a week. I go to look at the website yesterday. Oh, that's all right, Brant. If I had $1 for every quail I missed, I'd be rich. Or pheasant. I've missed a lot of pheasants too. At least you got to shoot. All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio, first show of 2022. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday morning all across the good old US of A. Oh, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to this week. A lot of things are shaking loose. So we got the new platform launching. We're gonna have a brand new show on Wednesday. Andrew, you looking forward to that Wednesday show? That'll be our first drive time show. Huh? Well, that we can keep everybody company while they're driving home. You know, that's why we're calling it the Wednesday Drive. Well, yeah, I think the Wednesday drive. I mean, everything's outdoors, or it's just we tried several different, but I like the Wednesday drive. I mean, it is what it is, so that's good. And we're going to be giving away meat. Yeah, I should be getting some certificates from the Milo Locker here. We're going to be giving away $100 meat packs. How about that? Every other month or so, someone's going to win a $100 meat pack where they can either have the shipped right to their house. Or you can ship it to like somebody in New York City. You want to give somebody the taste of Iowa, some Iowa chops or something. You'll be able to give somebody the taste of Iowa, huh? How about that? I'm looking forward to that. That pure crappie stuff is going to be awesome. I can't wait for spring, man. Turkey season and getting out there catching some fish, and as soon as turkey season's over, going walleye fishing up. I'm going to go see my buddy Gary up in late May or 1st of June and go up to Lake Winnie or up to Leech or Cass and do a little walleye fishing. I love my time up there. It's so much fun. Spending time with Gary and them guys, and I don't know. He's trying to talk me coming up there doing some spearing here in the next 2 weeks or so, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get away this quick, and it's crazy. So I don't know. Hey, man, is it 7:57 already? Wow, I gotta get out of here so we can close the hour out. Jeff Knutson, Happy New Year, buddy. Thank you very much. Appreciate you as well. So, all right, well, it's just you and I for the next hour. We got some other stuff to throw at you. Get your recipe menu pads ready because we're going to tell you how to make duck burgers when we come back on the Outdoor Call Radio. Duck burgers. It's what's for dinner. I wish I could talk like Sam Elliott. Duck burger. It's what's for dinner. It's cold. It's just cold. Brr. Hey, Brant, I know that look, bud. I actually had a dog give me a dirty look what was that, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago? I missed like 20 quail, and the dog was mad. He was mad. What's wrong with you, man? I know that look. I do. I couldn't hit quail to save my life. I hit 1 out of 30, I think. Horrible. I had so many clothes on, it was freezing, I couldn't swing. I need to get reading glasses. I'm starting to get that intermediate fade. I need glasses to see far away, but I used to be able to see really good up close still. Now I'm starting to lose that a little. So I'll probably be like this in the next year or two. I'll probably be like this. Yeah, I remember when. Life is beautiful, isn't it? Brett, you should come out here. I was out shooting my bow the other night, and I flushed a big quail right outside the lodge. There had to have been 15, 20 birds in that covey. Big ones, too. Nice big old fat quail. They're eating all that Milo. All right, welcome back to hour number 2 of the Outdoor Call Radio. Hour number 2 is brought to you by the fine folks at Elite Archery. Have you taken the shootability challenge yet? If you haven't, why not? Please go out to your nearest Elite dealer if you're looking for a new hunting buddy this year. I cannot wait. I still haven't got my Vision. I can't wait to Larry. That's what Larry's been shooting all fall. Man, he's been smoking the deer with that thing. That thing is just amazing. I every time I'm in camp with Larry, I got to go over and hold his bow and say, "Why aren't you mine? I should have you by now." And I got to caress it and hold it and, and talk to it. So I can't wait till I get mine in. But I should be getting mine any day. Go take that shootability challenge. They've got a brand new Reset 2.0 set technology in that thing. The limbs are wider. They did some extra. The riser length is going to be a little bit longer on this new Envision. They've really done some pretty cool stuff. And man, that thing shoots like a dream. It's a very, very little bow, a short bow. It's I think it's only 30 inches, 30 or 31. I don't have my notes in front of me, but man, I tell you what, that thing is smoking smooth. So go check that out. And if you're on a budget, or if you're just getting into archery, I want you to go look at the Basin and the Terrain. Those bows are under $700, and they're machined bows. There's no you won't find any plastic like some other bow brands for their price point bows. You're going to find plastic and other things. You won't find that on Elites. That Basin and that Terrain, I would be happy shooting those bows. They're really, really, really nice bows. And go check them out. You can find them at Archery Field and Sports or Sportsman's Warehouse or an Elite dealer near you. That's pretty cool. So Andrew and I are going to be we're going to be doing this new show on Wednesdays. Andrew, you and I need to talk about what we're going to talk about this week. Yeah, we'll have to do that tomorrow. I'm going to talk about duck burgers. Andrew, have you ever had a duck burger? Yeah, I wish I had Sam Elliott's pipes, man. Duck burger. It's what's for dinner. I just can't do it. So here's what you're going to... Yeah, I can't do Sam Elliott. I wish I could, man. I love that. I love that man's voice. All right, 2 tables. This is what you're going to need. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of duck fat or butter, 2 large yellow onions sliced, 6 slices of horseradish cheddar, 1 cup of salad greens or lettuce leaves, optional. You could do. He says this really goes well with the duck fat aioli. So if you want an aioli, you're going to need juice and zest of a lemon, 1 tablespoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of minced parsley, 1 egg yolk, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and 1/3 cup of melted duck fat. Now you could, instead of the salt, you could throw Cookies flavor enhancer in there if you wanted to. For the burger itself, you're going to need 2 pounds of grounded duck burger. You could use Cookies flavor enhancer, 2 tablespoons of duck fat or vegetable oil, and 6 burger buns. So you're going to want to start by caramelizing the onions, which is going to take you a little time. So sear the onions in the duck fat, tossing to coat for a couple minutes. Then lower the heat to medium-low and let them cook slowly, stirring them occasionally for about 30 minutes. You may need to cover the pan to prevent the onions from sticking and burning. While the onions are cooking, you can make the aioli if you want. Put everything in a blender except for the melted duck fat. Buzz to combine them, and then with the motor running at medium, drizzle in the melted duck fat. Puree until combined. It should look like a loose mayonnaise when you're all done. Put this in the fridge to chill, and that can be done up to 2 days in advance, Hank says. Then you're going to want to turn your oven on to 250 degrees and set a cooling rack over a baking sheet inside. This is for your burgers, okay? When you're ready to cook your burgers, make the patties about 1/3 a pound each. Heat a large pan over high heat. When it's hot, add the duck fat or oil where the fat is hot. Salt your patties or Cookies flavor enhancer. Put one in the pan, then use bacon press to squish the patty to the width of about 3/4 of an inch. Keep the press on the meat for about 30 seconds, then slide it off. Then you're going to want to keep cooking the duck burger for about another minute to 90 seconds, then flip it. And Hank says his advice is to use a metal spatula to scrape the patty off the pan because it can stick a little, and you want all that yummy brown bits on the patty. He says once you flip it, top with some caramelized onions and a slice of cheese if you want. If you use the cheese, or cover the pan so it melts. So you want to take a cloche or a cover and cover that pan. So cloche, did you get that, Andrew? That's because Jenny and I watch Chopped all the time. That's why I know what a cloche is. So I'm telling you, man. Who's on the chopping block? Let's see, where was I? If you give the burgers between 1 and 3 minutes more to cook time, then move the patty to the cooling rack in the oven. Repeat with the remaining patties. Most pans can do 2 burgers at a time. If you want, when your patties are all done, toast your burger bun and the remaining fat in the pan, adding it more if you need it, and until pretty and brown, which should only take about a minute. Build your burgers, top with the greens and the aioli, and serve. Now, does that not sound good? That sounds good to me. I haven't had duck. I'm going to get some waterfowl from some of my waterfowl buddies, and I got Jenny a grinder. Jenny was wanting a meat grinder forever, and I finally went to Sportsman's and I bought a LEM meat grinder, and she's done some stuff. But I'm gonna see if I can get some duck breasts and some from a couple of buddies of mine that go duck hunting, and I'm gonna try that. That to me, that sounds like a wonderful burger. I mean, who doesn't love burgers, man? Andrew, I bet you could even eat that. Yeah. To me, you know what my favorite burger is, My favorite, I shouldn't say my favorite. I got 2 burgers that I really, really love. One is an elk burger. That ground elk. Oh, man, that is so good. But my favorite all-time outdoor wild game burger is called the Bad Burger. Now, Andrew, you've had my Bad Burgers. Were not those the bomb? Yeah, remember at the old house when you came over when we had that party in the summer? Remember you guys came over and I served you remember the bear, elk, and deer burgers? I'm sorry, the bear. Well, yeah, and actually it wasn't elk, it was bad. It was bear, antelope, and deer all ground up. And then I took some pepper jack cheese. I ground everything up, mixed it, and then I put some white onion in. Excuse me. And then I took some cookies flavor enhancer and put that in there and mashed it all up. Excuse me. And then I took some pepper jack cheese and put it off to the side. And I went out on my Weber and I grilled those at a medium heat, and I got them just perfect. And then I applied the pepper jack cheese. And I don't think I browned the bun, to be honest with you. I think Jenny just had some really nice buns. Well, I shouldn't say that on radio, should I? I shouldn't say Jenny has nice buns, Andrew. I could probably get in trouble for that. Yeah, I'm probably in the doghouse right now, actually. But anyway, those Bad Burgers. The acronym is very fitting because they are excelente. They're not bad at all. But bear, antelope, and deer. If you ever want to try a great outdoor burger, man, I tell you what, that's it. That's a winter chicken dinner right there. So that's awesome. Oh, 8:10 and some change. So I got some questions about the outdoor call platform. Okay. So if you missed the first hour, we are going to be on ESPN at least until the end of March, maybe longer. We just got to see how things go. But everything starts Monday on the network. Okay, so if you go to the iTunes store to get the app, it's free. Just look up the Outdoor Call Radio. You got to put the in there, the THE, and it's all free. Just download the app starting Monday. What is that, Andrew? It starts at midnight on Monday. So everything's just going to loop. So if you miss, you can listen at any time. You can, if you want to listen, if you're working overnights and you want something to listen to for 3 hours, you can listen then. But it's just going to keep playing and playing. It's going to loop until Tuesday morning at midnight, and then the fishing stuff will start. So and then Andrew and I will be on Wednesdays with that new show. We'll be live at 5 to 6 p.m. Say hi to Dennis. Hi, Dennis. Good to see you. My wife works with this really nice guy, real sweet guy. I never seen such a nice guy in my life. This guy is so nice. He goes and he always gets stuff for people and just leaves them on their doorstep. Little nice little thank yous. And my dog Raven loves this guy, man. But Jenny said he just heard me say that she had nice buns. So there you go. But good morning, Dennis. Happy New Year to you. Andrew, what was I talking about? Oh my! I'm telling you what, I am so wore out, man. This is I'm wore out. That's pretty bad when I get distracted with a text squirrel, and then I forgot what I was talking about. What were we talking about? We was talking about the platform, weren't we? Is that what? Where was I at with that though? Were you paying attention? Okay. Okay. So just get the only that new show. You will be able to call in. We've got a studio at the house now, and Andrew will be manning the controls, and we'll give you the call in number live on the app. I'm not going to put it on Facebook. I'm not going to put it out on the website. You have to listen to the app to get the phone number, but you'll be able to call in and say hi, or if we do a contest, you can do that. Hey, speaking of contests, I need to register some people for that beautiful Lost Creek ice fishing shack, courtesy of the fine folks at Sportsman's Warehouse. So I tell you what we'll do. I will take the first 2 callers. If you haven't won anything in the last 30 days, I will take the first 2 callers at 244-1350, 244-1350. 1 qualifier per household. Okay? And Andrew will pick those up. Orlando's in Colorado. Orlando, what are you doing in Colorado, man? Happy New Year, buddy. Good to see you. Oh, thank you, Brant. Brant's on it. There you go. Good morning, Rick. Happy New Year, Rick. So Tuesdays are fishing. Wednesdays is the whitetail and waterfowl. Thursdays is the cooking. Fridays the food plot. Talk Dirt to Me with Logan, and the Healthy Herd with Ben Dunnigan. If anything you ever want to learn about food plots, for not only whitetail, but for your upland birds, your turkeys, you're going to want to listen to those podcasts, because Ben's got some really good information about the different seeds and the grasses, the lagoons, all that stuff. And Mondays is all the tech stuff, and it's. I hope you enjoy it, and we got some more stuff coming. So I'm still working on some other stuff. Good morning, Paula. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. So we'll see what's going on. Andrew, are you getting any calls? Are you? Boy, Andrew's busy. All right. So I tell you what. It's 8:15 and some change. Let me stay on time. Let me take a real quick break, and I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN. There you go, Orlando. That's exciting. Whew, sorry. There's Dave from JLM. I wish you guys could hear the station. I'm sorry. I'll have to buy a little mixer or something if I travel so you guys can hear from now on. I won't. All right, welcome back to Waking Up the Welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Andrew, almost said it. Almost said the. Well, I mean, you'd say it for 5 years. I mean, it just, Hey, the Beast Feast is going to happen next month. I had a bunch of people asking me about Beast Feast. It's going to be February 19th at Stony Creek Inn. The doors open at 5:30. They're going to have a country singer, Ellie Alger. Ellie is going to be doing some music at the front of the event while people are milling around the silent auctions item before dinner. And it's a he. Sorry, Ellie. He will be also play after the live auction is completed. They're giving away. Listen to this. How would you like a brand new ATV, a Honda ATV? Well, they're raffling them off. They're selling tickets at $100 each. They're only going to have. There's going to sell 300 tickets total for the event. So you got one in 300's chance of winning an ATV. How about that? So for more tickets, just go to the Family Cancer Net. It's fcnet.org, the Family Cancer Network. Just look up Family Cancer Network, but it's fcnet.org, and you can buy your tickets there. And we'll be having some outdoor vittles, and I'll be emceeing the event for you, and we'll have some really nice stuff to auction off and raise some money to help families struggling fighting cancer. How about that? So that is going to be February, what did I tell you? February 19th. That's a Friday night. Or Saturday. It's Saturday this year. Usually it's Friday night. It's Saturday, February 19th, 2022 at 5:30. So there you go. Look forward to seeing everybody. Andrew, did you get all your qualifiers? Okay. So we'll give that away in 2 weeks. So that way you got plenty of time to use it. Well, David, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I appreciate. David Weiner says that he helps get some of the donations for last year, and Dave, that money does go to a great cause. It helps a lot of folks here in Iowa, and I think since I started the Beast Feast, I think this is our 16th or 17th year. I think we're getting close to raising over $200,000. And now that Larry and all the new committee that's taken that over with the Family Cancer Network, I wouldn't be surprised that gets to $1 million pretty quick. These guys are going big, way bigger than when I started it, a long time ago. We've always had a really nice event. We've had 200 to 300 people there for some great outdoor food, and I want to thank. all the fine folks from the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society that helped start that event a long time ago. How that all came about, if you're listening to the station for the first time or the show, is I lost my dad to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma at the age of 58. And when you see your dad just get whittled down to nothing, it affects you. And then I just made it in radio. I was on a year before my dad passed away. And I just got into a major market radio, so I made it finally. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to do, I need to do something to honor my dad and to help some people out. So I started doing stuff that year, and I've done it every year. So it's a great cause. It helps a lot of people that you never get to meet. And anytime that you can do something to make a difference, folks, I think it really enriches your life a lot better. And I've been very blessed, that's for sure. So, it kind of, I don't know, it makes you feel like you're making a difference sometimes, huh? Hey, Lonnie, Happy New Year to you this morning. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, buddy. Same back to you. 8:24 and some change already. I can't believe that. This show goes by so quick. And so, Andrew, what did you guys do over the weekend? Yeah. Well, don't go to Georgia. I need you to do the show. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Roger Wild up there in New York. Your son and I think Kim. I think that was her name. I really, really had a good time with those guys in camp this week. So I wish you would have been here, buddy. Justin, good morning. Happy New Year to you. Jeremy Lee, good morning. Happy New Year to you too. I'm telling you what, it's good to get the old New Year started. I'm telling you. Oh, let's see, 8:25. It's 8:25, Andrew. We only got half an hour left. How about that? Yeah, well, I don't know if we're efficient. Good morning, Alex. Thank you, sir. Happy New Year to you. So, no Smoking Joe Smelter today. He's in the Bahamas or somewhere. I don't know where he's at. He said he had the day off. He loads up in that private jet. There's no telling where he's taking off to. I don't know. I mean, the guy just makes so much money because he's such a good car salesman. That Joe Smelter. He's something else. He did say he started to get some more vehicles in and stuff. So I'm anxious to see what the rebates and stuff is. But if you're in the need of a new vehicle or just something newer to you, head on over to Carl Chevrolet and ask for a Smokin' Joe Smelter and tell him you want a Smokin' Joe kind of deal, and he'll take good care of you. He always does for me anyway. Let's see. We did that. We talked about the outdoor call. We talked about that. We did the duck recipe. I did the fishing reports. Happy New Year, Dan. Didn't expect to see you here today. Well, Brad, I got to do the show, man. We did a worst of last week. I can't do 2 weeks in a row of worst ofs. That's not good. I got to at least do the show once in a while, right? Then I'd be as bad as Smoking Joe Smeltzer. Randy Munson, you wouldn't be able to hear her. You could say that Dan never works anymore. I hear that enough as it is, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think I'm all caught up. Yeah. Late muzzleloader and archery is back in full effect, and it's going to run. It's going to run again until. I think late muzzleloader goes till January 5th, and then archery goes until January 10th. I think, if I remember correctly. So there you go. No, we're good. We're good. So, you want to do the what's your beef segment, or do you want to break? Man, did you hear that? It's like a. You ought to see the wind whipping right now. I mean, I heard that wind go whoosh, it was like a jet just flew over the building, man. That wind's whipping out there. Crazy. Uh, huh? Well, what's your beef, or do you want to take a break first? Well, let's do what's your beef then. All right, it's time for What's Your Beef, or Where's the Beef, brought to you by Darren Eilander, American Family Insurance in Ankeny. This week's beef is from Jimmy Wilson of Ames, Iowa. Dan, what's up with all the folks trashing live scopes for fishing? What's your take on the matter? I look at it, basically, Jimmy, I look at it that there's really no difference for using a live scope than people using graphs or using Vexlers for ice fishing and stuff like that. Can't hear the people on live. Yeah, I know, Roger. See, Raj, if you would have been listening a little while ago. See, I know you just tuned in. I'm at Donovan, so I don't have a way to plug in so people can hear the other folks, Raj. So that's why you can't hear this. You know, that's the only reason, is because I got stuck here with the storm and stuff. So sorry about that, pal. It's just me. I know it's 2 hours of me, and that's more than I can take sometimes. So I apologize, pal. But Jim, I had light scope on my boat. I sold my boat. Actually, I sold it to Hilly, to Donovan's dad here. But I found fish with it. But I mean, just because I found them doesn't mean that I got them to bite all the time. There was a lot of times. You know, one of the things I did not like about the live scope, it's bad enough when you're sitting there on a regular graph and you see the little arches or the little fish icons, however you got your electronics set up. I had the little arches, so I knew that there was fish there. But with the live scope, you got that transducer aiming down, and you can actually see the fish. I mean, you see them swimming. It's just like It's just like the flasher units or Vexlers and stuff that you can see the fish come up and down. You can see your ice fishing jig bounce up and down. It's amazing, but it's pretty bad when you sit there and you got that, and the fish swim up to the transducer. And they just sit there and they start laughing at you. You can see bubbles coming out of their mouth while they're laughing at you because they're not going to bite. I mean, that really was discouraging to me. It really was, you know. I think I had one of them actually flip me the fin, you know. It wasn't good. So that was the downside of live scopes. But there are a lot of people. There's actually some states that are looking at outlawing them now. So there's a lot of people out there that are worried. I mean, that's a big investment. I think I had over $3,000 on mine. So I mean, if that gets outlawed, what are you going to do? I mean, I don't know. That's just crazy. Hey, Dan. Good morning. Happy New Year to you, buddy. Thank you. All right, it's 8:31 and some change. Jim, you're going to get a free lunch courtesy of Darren Eilander to go to Chick-fil-A. So if you would like to have your beef read on the air, just go to theoutdoorcallradio.com. That's the website, and look under the second page. It's the radio info. You'll see the Where's Your Beef Lady, and you'll see a little mailbox. Just smash that mailbox, and my email will come up, and I just need you to send me your beef and your contact info, and I read it here on the show live. You win. It's super easy. Super easy. All right, let me take a real quick break, and I will be right back on 1350 ESPN. Happy New Year, Gary. Man, it's snowing out there. It's blowing. It's like blowing like. That's going to be a lot of fun driving home, man. What's everybody doing today? Back in Des Moines or wherever? Tell me what you're doing. I can see it when you type in. Anybody going out deer hunting? Hey, Steve. Congrats on that great deer, buddy. Good to see you. Man, I tell you what, that stuff is so loud in my ear right now. That's loud. Hey, when we come back, I'm going to tell you the story of Johnny Lobster. Johnny Lobster, right here on the show. That's what I'm going to tell you. Some people call him Johnny Manhattan. Some people call him Johnny Lobster. Some people call him, Steve, what was the other one? Johnny Camaro or... Hi, Susan. Happy New Year, kiddo. Johnny Mercedes, something like that. They're up in New York City. Absolutely, Gary. Who doesn't want a year full of walleye, huh? I would love to have a year full of walleye. Johnny Outdoors and Johnny Lexus. That's it. Johnny Lexus. See, Johnny Lobster. I gotta say it like I gotta have that New York accent in there. Johnny Lobster. Go park your car in the yard. I'll tell you the story when we come back on the air. Some people, man, he's a good guy. I really liked him and Steve and Ralph, and they're just super nice people. They're guys from New York, the New York bunch. That's the nice thing about coming to deer camps and stuff like this. You get to meet people from all over the country, and you get to meet some really, really good folks. I hear you, Jason. I got to get back home. My dog misses me. He's a nutcase. I'm trying, Tony. I'm trying. Man, I got back from the hunting last night, and I sat in the... Do what, Steve? Yeah, everybody. Well, Dave and Stan are behind me. They're getting ready to leave now, but Graydon and Jimbo and Shane and Kim, they all left last night, Steve. They're trying to beat the storm. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun driving through that snow. I'm just going to take it slow. All right, welcome back to the wonderful soft tones of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan, 8:37 this morning. Just soothing your way through another beautiful Saturday morning all across the good old US of A. Andrew's playing some Kenny G or whatever that is. I have no idea. What was that, Andrew? That was part of my playlist? I never downloaded that playlist. I never heard that song before. That was something out of I think you're trying to set me up there, Andrew. Is what I think you're doing there. Yeah, I'm more of a Hank guy. A country boy can't survive and stuff than Kenny G. Yeah, I'm surviving so far anyway. So let me tell you about the legend of Johnny Lobster. So I get into camp. Gosh, I got here last Sunday. I've been here a week, almost a week. So I get in, and Ralph is just a super nice guy. Ralph DiMartino, who owns DiMartino Paving out in New York, up in Upper New York. Super, super, super nice guy. He's been hunting out here for years, so almost as long as I have. And good morning, Tony. Good to see you. Happy New Year. So I get in here on Sunday, and Ralph and Steve and Johnny Lobster are already here. So I'm unpacking. My locker is just the one right behind me there, where my finger's pointed. See that bag up there? That's my locker. So I'm chucking all my stuff in my locker, getting all my stuff unpacked, and I hear the guys in the next room, and I hear somebody goes, "Hey, Outdoors Dan's here. Did you meet Outdoors Dan yet?" And I hear this guy say, "You mean Indoors Dan?" And they said, "No, Outdoors Dan." He goes, "Well, I'm Johnny Outdoors, so he's Indoors Dan." So I'm going, I have no idea what this is about, but I guess this will be a great week. So I go in there and say hi to everybody, and I said hi, and the guy goes, "Hey, I'm Johnny Outdoors." And I said, "Well, nice to meet you. I'm Outdoors Dan," and super nice guy. So anyway, we go hunting, and we get we get back, and they say we're having lobsters for dinner. Larry shot a really nice buck, and Larry donated the back straps and the tenderloins and Ralph or Steve and Johnny Lobster decided, they cooked up the straps and they had lobster tails. And I'm sitting there going, this is pretty nice for deer camp, So Johnny Lobster is the guy. He's got the hookup in New York with the lobster boats. So they brought a big cooler of lobster tails. So for the rest of the week, I just called him Johnny Lobster. That's his new name now. So I figured since he can call me I said, you can't be Johnny Outdoors because I've got that's trademarked. You can't. I'm Outdoors Dan. You can't do that. I got that trademark. He goes, Johnny Outdoors that's different than Outdoors Dan. He goes, you're Indoors Dan anyway. And I said, no, you're Johnny Lobster. You go, So anyway, it was fun. But man, I tell you what, those lobster tails were delicious. Andrew, I kind of wish you were here with me. The seafood was that good, man. Yeah, you should be. That was tasty, man. Brad on Facebook Live said he had a great time shooting the Iowa Prairie Ram last night. Man, was that already? That's already in the books. World class archer shooting at Hy-Vee Hall today and tomorrow. Wow, that's this weekend. Yeah, hey, that Iowa Pro-Am, that's a big deal, man. That's a big qualifier, so that's a good deal. Good morning, David Miller. Good to see you. Just talked to Shane and Kim. They're going through Ohio. He said it's pouring. Well, at least it's not snowing, Raj. I'd rather be driving through the rain than the snow. So that's tell them to be safe. 8:41 and some change. So the legend of Johnny Lobster. Maybe we can get Johnny Lobster to call in sometime, Andrew. Yeah. I'm telling you. It's crazy. You know what this snow reminds me of? You remember, you're a young kid, but do you remember, yeah, you're welcome. Do you remember watching, what was that, Rudolph, what was the one with the clay animation Rudolph one? Where they had Heat Miser and Snow Miser. What was it? Santa Claus Coming to Town, or yeah? See if you can find that on YouTube or Mr. Snow Miser. I can remember the tune. I watched that so many times as a kid. Yeah, I mean it was the worst. It was the worst animation in the world. But when you were a kid, man, you thought that 35. What was that? 35 longer than that. I'm 58 now, so Ooh, what? 50 years ago? Oh my gosh, did I just say that? 50 years ago? Oh. Well, no, that was cutting edge. I mean, we go out and get the mail from the pterodactyl, I mean, we had to get your feet rolling to get the car going, chicka chicka chicka, Gosh, 50 years ago, man. Gosh, I cannot believe that just came out of my mouth. That's horrible. 50 years ago. Wow. That's crazy, man. That is just, I'm the same age as my dad when he died now. That, if you don't think that's surreal, that's kind of spooky, actually. That's not good. Oh, it's ridiculous. I'm telling you. Johnny Lobster's trying to check the show out now. Steve just told me. Steve shot a really nice buck. Real older deer, man. Just nice mass on him and just a super, super nice deer, man. I'm telling you. Kind of crazy. Really nice. Johnny Lobster is a retired New York police officer. And I just told him, I said, man, I got a lot of respect for you. And I think Steve told me he was a New York State Trooper, if I remember right. So those guys, they're super nice guys. Great to have them in camp. And I can't wait to see them again. They'll be here next year. That's the nice thing about going when you go to deer camps and you really find a niche. You find a place that you like. You try to go back every year or two or every other year, however your budget's set up. But you get to see some of the same people over and over. And, I mean, you really get to, you get to become really good friends. It's really kind of a neat deal, I'm telling you. Let's see. Andrew, it is 8:45. I better take another quick break. We'll be right back on the Outdoor Call radio show on 1350 ESPN. All right. Thanks, Andrew. Gonna start trying to get some ice fishing guys on booked for the show, so hopefully we'll have some ice fishing content for you here in the next couple of weeks. I've been waiting for it to get cold. Now it's like I'm wishing it was hot and warm again. Man, that's miserable out there. Oof. Look how white that window is. Crazy. Hope everyone's going to have a good day today. Well, I heard Minnesota and Wisconsin's getting hammered. Wisconsin's had a lot of snow. I just talked to my buddy Mike up in, where is Mike? He's up in Sparta, Wisconsin. And they just been getting smoked up there. They've had several inches of snow the last couple weeks. I don't know about you, but, nice 29, 28, 30 degrees, like 4 or 5 inches of snow just to get the deer up and moving. I'm all right with that. I don't really need to have a foot or two or 4-degree weather, huh? Happy New Year, Tom, or John. Good to see you, buddy. Sorry, folks. Get much sleep this week. Steve said he called Johnny Lobster. Good guy. Don't forget to get your new hunting and fishing permits for 2022. There you go, Lori. Lori says it's 70 degrees in San Antonio, Texas this morning. Good for you, Lori. It's freezing here. I had to go get your husband this morning. He couldn't get his truck started. Excuse me. Thanks, Lori. Hey, there you go, Neil. All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. We're doing our Facebook live stream. Is brought to you by the fine folks at Imperial RV, where, hey, I didn't talk about this, but I probably should. If you are listening to the Outdoor Call Radio Network and on the Outdoor Call Radio app, and say you want to buy a camper, or you need to get some accessories or parts. Actually, it's for accessories and parts. Let me clarify that. If you take and show them the Outdoor Call Radio app, and you just take your phone, or I'll pull mine up real quick. Just pull that up, and I'll just go over to click on my phone right there, and the Outdoor Call Radio app will pop up, and see it right there. Can you see that? And if you show them that, you get 10% off your parts and accessories. I've got like 7 to 10 people, Herman's, Central Standard Restaurants, and Dunn's Brothers Coffee, Imperial RV Centers. There's several. Just show them the app, you get 10% off your purchase. So how about that? Wyckoff Heating and Cooling. If you need a service call, if you get your furnace checked, I would if you haven't done that yet, you need to do it. Or if you need parts, if you show them the Outdoor Call Radio app, you get 10% off your purchase with Wyckoff Heating and Cooling. Thanks to Andy and Job and all the gang there too. How about that? So, and I'll keep getting that expanded. I got to talk to some more partners. So, just try to help out as much as we can. Andrew, I got nothing left, man. I'm totally out of stuff to talk about. I am all talked out. What do you got? What do you got, Andrew? Huh? What do you got? What do you got, Andrew? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll be chasing that all the way home. So, is it snowing real heavy out there? Doing the show? Okay. Yeah, just be careful going back to Perry today. Are you? Oh, you're going back. You're going back to mom and dad's, huh? David wants to talk about late season deer movement. David, this weather should get the deer moving. Philip's been hunting down in southern Iowa on the lease, and he's been seeing some decent deer movement the last couple of days. So yeah, with this weather, now you guys just got some ice and stuff the other day, right, Andrew? You didn't get snow. You just had ice, or did you get snow? Okay. Okay. Well, David, this snowpack should really get them where they're going to have to feed to keep their energy up. So they're going to be bedding short next to food sources, so I would just focus on food sources and just be careful. I wouldn't try to get in there in the morning. I would probably hunt, get out there like at 1:30, 2 o'clock and, sit till dark, but just try to get into an area where you can get in and out of off of a food source without busting the deer where they're going to see you. But that's what I'm going to do. I got a blind tucked in to where a spot I'm going to be hunting down by Sheridan. And when I get back home, and I'll be sneaking in the backside of the blind off, and then the cut cornfields in front of me. But that's my game plan anyway. But the deer movement should be really good the next 9 days of the season. So get out there and just bundle up and stay warm. I'm going to be taking that Game Hide No Chill bodysuit and using that this week. I can tell you that, sitting in that blind with that thing, because it's going to be cold, which you need it to be cold. If it's 50, 60 degrees, then deer don't have to move. If it's cold like it is now, they're going to be feeding every 3-4 hours. They're going to be getting up and feeding. So that's exactly what we need to harvest those tags. So good luck. Just be safe and stay warm. Make sure you're dressing for it. So like I said, I got my electric socks, so at least my feet will be warm for 4 hours. I tell you what, the older I get, if my hands or my feet get cold, I'm done. It used to not bother me, but the last 5 years, man, it's just, if my hands or my feet get cold, I just can't tough it out anymore. It's crazy. I'm like Andrew, if I get a little chilly, I got to go home. No response. He must be on the phone. Are you on the phone? Oh, he was. Yeah, I didn't hear what you played. So, yeah. That's all right. Well, you're young yet. You're a young pup. So, yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. So this weekend for everybody that's playing fantasy football, it's your Super Bowl. Yep, Andrew. I know Andrew's all excited about that. Hey, well, the good news is, Andrew, it's always another year, right? This has been the cruddiest year for fantasy football I've ever seen. I mean, I've never seen so many players get hurt, go on IR, or be sick with COVID in my life. I mean, it's just been nuts. Did you hear they won't let the NHL hockey players go to the Olympics this year? They said no. It's getting ridiculous, man. Yeah. Well, I just hope it doesn't start affecting where they won't let people go. Remember when COVID first hit? We couldn't go hunt. I mean, Kansas shut down. Nebraska shut down. They were refunding people's tags. People that bought turkey tags and fishing permits, they wouldn't let them use them. They refunded the money. I had never seen that, so I'm hoping it doesn't go back that way. I really don't. Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is. Hey, I need to tell you about the fine folks at Herman's Jewelers real quick. Donnie and Frank have been helping people for a long, long time. If you need to make an impression or have something really nicely done, go to 2900 University of West Des Moines or call them at 222-2600. Don't forget, you get 10% off if you show them the Outdoor Call Radio app. They've been helping people for 39 years. They've got over 10,000 diamonds and mounting in stock. They also do in-store jewelry repair and custom jewelry. Just super nice people. And good old Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi, my buddy, my dentist, over there at 907 North Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa. I got to see him on the 5th. I got to get a cleaning done. So I'll tell Obi-Wan everybody said hi. But Dr. Brandt, Dr. Stewart, Dr. Williams, TJ, and everybody over there they're your one-stop dental shop. If you need crowns, you got cleanings, cavities, wisdom teeth issues. It's all right there for you at Advanced Family Dentistry. Tell them Obi-Wan Kenobi Outdoors Dan sent you. That is going to wrap it up for me. We will do it again next week, God willing. Until then, be good to one another, and we'll see you right here on the Outdoor Call Radio Show on 1350 ESPN. Bye! All right, everybody, you be safe out there. I'll say hi to your locker there, Roger. I will. You guys, everybody be careful. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for watching on Facebook Live. We'll be back in the studio next week. And be good to one another out there. I'll see you soon. And be safe out there today if you're driving, okay? Take care. And tell everybody about the app for me if you can. I'll see you all later. Good morning, John. Happy New Year, buddy. See you, everybody. Have a wonderful day and Happy New Year's again.